Hello, folks, and welcome to a new We Are VR Variety Review.
Oh,
Okay, 2011 has come to a close. It is now January 4th, 2012. Couple days in the new year, 2012, the year of the Avengers, The Dark Knight Rises, The Amazing Spider-Man. The year in review, films, pretty decent year, very good year actually, of films. And today's episode is going to be on the most underappreciated films, underappreciated films in my opinion of 2011. So let's start this off. These are my most underappreciated.
And mine as well.
To start off, we have The Mechanic. This came out in the beginning of the year. Jason Statham, Ben Foster, and a small appearance by Donald Sutherland. It only did 30 million domestically. Should have done more. It's a pretty good action movie. And I thought it was actually very well done. It's a remake, but Jason Statham, one of the better performances of his, and a nice, very, very good pacing, directing. The action scenes were directed pretty well, and I just thought it was one of his better movies, Jason Statham. Ben Foster also, he was a surprise in this, very good. So very fun to watch, very enjoyable, and I just thought it should have done more, and it just came and went in a couple of weeks. But Jason Statham needs to. I know he has a ton of fans, but more people need to see this film. So I highly recommend the Mechanic remake.
Next, I will go with one of my picks of an underrated and underappreciated film, Sucker Punch.
Don't agree with that, but at all.
Yeah, this is my one here, the Blu-ray, but directed by Zack Snyder. I thought this was a very good film. I did not have any complaints about the effects.
Nobody did.
I know. I just saying that the effects are excellent in this film. He's a master of technique when doing effects. Zack Snyder is. People were complaining about the story, but I found the story to be very good. I like the story, and I just like the movie overall. I think it's just underrated a bit. I think it deserves a bit more better reviews than it didn't get. This definitely was not a horrible film like most reviews are saying, but I love this film and I would definitely check it out. Sucker Punch.
Okay, we now have my second pick, Fright Night. This is the 3D version.
Yeah, I agree with this as well.
Pretty dark cover, but Anton Yelchin and Colin Farrell.
Yep.
Best part about this film was Colin Farrell.
Yes, sir.
Great performance, great comeback to his career. Anton Yelchin, very good as well, and it's one of the better remakes. Definitely the better remakes. I could tell everybody was having fun making this, and it's a very good. Wait a sec.
Yeah, sorry for the interruption, folks. We just have to make sure the video will not get interrupted. Let me just check.
Here's fuck.
We're doing a video.
Of what?
That's the things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of the movie?
Yeah.
Movie video? Man, close the door.
Sorry about that, folks. Jeez.
Okay, back to Fright Night. Colin Farrell, David Tennant. Not a big fan of him. He's a British guy. Plays Doctor Who.
Not too good for me.
He's okay, but he's a comedian. Played a wimpy comedian in this. Not Colin Farrell was the main part. Stole the show. Great for him.
And I would just like to...
very underrated, only did 18 million, underappreciated. This should have done a lot more. The craze of vampire films these days should have done a lot more, but I think just because it was a remake, an unknown fairly unknown actor Anton Yelchin, and people probably had doubts of Colin Farrell after his career went downhill, and then he's been gone for a couple of years, but now he's back. One of his best performances. Very good movie, and I definitely recommend you pick it up.
Yep, I also
Definitely.
would like to add that I love the ending of the film. It's a great climax to the film. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but Colin Farrell's, let's just say, his transformation. I love that, folks. It shows a quick glimpse, and I thought it was excellent. Very well done. And another one of my underrated films of the year, but it did very well at the box office. But I think it's underappreciated.
I don't agree with
Transformers,
that at all.
Dark of the Moon. I just think this should have gotten a lot better reviews. Michael Bay said he was gonna fix up the Transformers from the second one, and I do agree. The second one had some terrible screenwriting in it and some terrible characters. This one still had some weird characters in it, but not nearly as much as the second one. But the action in this was unbelievable. So were the effects, and I think he did a lot better on the story this time. And the acting was improved a lot, I think, in this film. I believe that. So just definitely, if you haven't seen it already, I'm sure you have. But I think this is a very underappreciated film of this year.
And 30 minutes or less. Danny McBride, Nick Swardson, Aziz Ansari, Jesse Eisenberg. Very good cast, all very good, funny comedians, and surprise, this was not a big box office hit as well. It did okay, and it was the reviews. 44% Rotten Tomatoes. This is a lot better than that, in my opinion.
Yeah, should have been certified fresh.
Very funny, quick comedy film, and featuring some good action scenes. Some very funny dialogue. I laughed throughout. Very good ensemble of comedy actors, as I said, very good chemistry. And Michael Pena, one of the best parts about this movie, they don't know he's in this movie, doesn't have any pictures on the back or front of this cover of him, doesn't mention him really, but he's great in this, Michael Pena, but the main cast is the best part. And all of them do a great job, and they make it one great movie to watch. Sit back for an hour and a half, even less than that, but you laugh throughout the whole movie. At least I did. And one of the better comedies of the year, and very from the director of Zombieland, Ruben Fleischer. But very good and very enjoyable to me, and I just thought this should have been a lot bigger hit. Okay. And definitely got to give this one a chance. 30 minutes or less. Very good movie.
Yeah, by just very funny movie here. It should have got a certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. I saw nothing wrong with the story. I do not know why it got some terrible reviews. This is a well above average comedy, and it's one of my favorite comedies of the year. Top 3, probably top 3. Well, yeah, top 3 easily actually. Okay, next up we have another comedy. My second favorite of the year. But it's
this is one of my favorites of the year.
It's
The Change Up.
It's a very underappreciated.
The Change Up, baby, with Ryan Reynolds and Jason Bateman.
Yes.
Very funny movie. Once again, just like 30 minutes or less, from the director of Wedding Crashers and the writers of The Hangover. This didn't do that good at the box office either. It was okay, did okay, just like 30 minutes or less. Nothing big, just okay. And I just thought it came to theaters. Couple people went to see it, and then it went out. And but definitely get it on DVD. Should have been a lot bigger hit. Ryan Reynolds he's huge now. I like him a lot. He's a great actor. He can do basically any genre. Jason Bateman, basically same role he does, but he plays it very well. He's very funny. And good supporting characters, good cast, and the movie maybe ran 10 minutes long, but I just enjoyed every scene. I thought the acting was great, but it is just a very funny movie, and more people should have definitely seen this, and definitely do pick it up. The Change Up, great film.
Yeah, Jason Bateman is proving himself to be a leading actor, folks. He's had a lot of side roles, but
not really.
Yes, he's had a lot of side roles in the past, recent years, but I think examples are The Breakup, Starsky and Hutch, side role characters. But I think he did and Horrible Bosses. He was a side role, but a main character. But this one, he really did a great performance in this. I think he stole the show for me, and definitely check it out. My second favorite comedy of the year. Very funny.
And our last last film on this list is
my most
Warrior. This is my most underrated, this is my most underappreciated film of the year. Excuse me.
Mine as well.
Very good movie. One of the best of the year.
Please.
My top 3 easily. And only did 13 million domestically, which is a fucking shame because Tom Hardy, Joel Edgerton, Nick Nolte, outstanding performances. Tom Hardy really stood out for me. Nick Nolte really stood out for me. And Joel Edgerton was pretty good, but Tom Hardy and Nick Nolte were the 2 best things.
Show on the back of this.
Tom Hardy, rising star. He's got a ton upcoming, and he'll continue to grow in Hollywood. And believe me, he is a great actor. One not to miss. Definitely pick up one of his first leading roles in film. Warrior, and it is better than Rocky in my opinion. It is very good directing, pacing, fighting. It's one big 2 hour 20-minute film that is great and so enjoyable, so emotional. And I think if it's a cage fighting movie, but if you're not a fan of that, you'll end up liking it. That's probably why not too many people went to see it. They just brushed it off as another cage fighting, just another fighting movie with just like Never Back Down, stupid.
That was a good film. It was not terrible.
Never Back Down, terrible film, and fighting with the terrible Channing Tatum. So thanks a lot for fucking this up. But Warrior, this is a lot better than those 2 stupid films. This is one of the best of the year.
Show him the back, please.
Hopefully it gets an Academy Award for Best Picture, Best Supporting Actor, and Best Actor, Tom Hardy. Very good throughout, and I enjoyed it. One of my favorite films of the year, Warrior.
The back shows Tom Hardy. Not going to tell you again.
So, one of my favorite films of the year. Warrior. Definitely pick it up, and
that was my most underappreciated film of the year, and it was my second favorite film of the year. Tom Hardy is gonna be upcoming huge star in Hollywood. I can almost guarantee it. His acting skills are unbelievable, and he's English, so for him to play this is incredible. But I definitely Warrior is definitely the most underappreciated, as he said, it did very little at the box office. But I do not think fighting or Never Back Down had anything to do with it. I think it mostly had problems with the marketing campaign. I think they made it look too much like a drama. I think they should have showed a bit more.
What the fuck are you talking about?
They made it look too much. They made it look like a drama. They should have made it make more like showed more the fighting clips and had a bit more edgy music in the trailer. But I just do not get why it did so little at the box office. It's an unbelievable film, and it's not doing too well on the DVD and Blu-ray sales, which I do not get either. But hopefully someday this will catch the eyes of many people, and they will see how good it really is. It's a masterpiece in my opinion, folks. Should get tons of Oscar nominations for everything basically, but if I probably won't, which I'll be very pissed off about, because the Academy sometimes fucks up huge. For examples, they fucked up huge with Slumdog Millionaire. I don't know why. I do not know why that won Best Picture, but I was very upset about that. And The Hurt Locker, do not know why that won. So they have some questionable decisions and how they do things. I'm not a part of that, never will be. But there's our list. We gotta end this quickly, folks, of the most underappreciated and underrated films of the year.
Okay, we'll be back next week with our top films of the year. Stay tuned for that.
And stay tuned for our huge Christmas update. We'll see you next time on another We Are VR Variety Review.
See you folks next time. Stay tuned in the next video. See you.